Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm talking you through the inking process of this double page spread I did for Norfrica. This scene is packed with intense action. Our characters are surrounded by werewolves in a graveyard, and I want to bring out the chaotic energy using different ink techniques in Procreate. I'll be talking about how I approach texture, line weight, shadows, and atmosphere in a black and white artwork. Let's jump right in. One of the most important things in digital inking is selecting the right brush for the right effect. When I'm working with fur, for instance, I use a combination of sharp, jagged strokes and soft feathering lines to create a sense of volume. For the werewolves, for instance, I use a custom fur brush to get the natural raw texture. But I don't rely on just one brush. I mix it up by adding individual strokes manually to break up patterns and make the fur look more organic. Another cool effect that is the splatter blood in the scene. Instead of drawing each drop individually, I use a splatter brush to quickly add chaos to the fight. This not only saves time, but also gives me a natural, more dynamic feel to the piece. I then go back and refine some of the splatter manually, adding highlights or connecting them with the motion lines for impact. One of my favorite things about inking is playing with line weight. This is a great way to add depth and guide the viewer eyes through the page. For instance, thicker lines are great for foreground elements, like the werewolves in the front, to bring them forward. Thinner lines works well for background details or areas where I want a more subtle texture. Mixing thick and thin lines with a single form also adds a sense of weight and motion. For example, look at the werewolf lunging in front of top left. His outline is bold, but the interiors for details are done with thinner strokes to keep it from looking too heavy. I also use broken lines in places to suggest form without fully outlining everything. This trick helps create a more dynamic look, making the artwork feel less stiff. Now let's talk about black and white contrast. Since this place is the pure black and white, I need to be intentional about where I place shadows to create maximum impact. The biggest area of black in this piece is the werewolf silhouette on the right. This was deliberate choice to add drama. Having a large blackened shape on the side helps balance the composition and directs focus towards the action in the middle. I also use the shadows strategically to separate forms. For example, if you look at the warrior with the ball, you'll notice his fur cape has black shading underneath, helping to push him forward in the scene. For smaller shadows, I use hatching and cross-hatching, especially on the character's face and muscle. This adds texture and gives a more traditional hand ink feel. tones. Finally, to enhance the atmosphere, I use gray tones in the background. This helps create a sense of depth by making distant elements recede while keeping the foreground crisp and detailed. I keep the graveyard elements like the crosses in mist softer and more faded, giving the illusion of distance. This technique is great for establishing atmosphere without overwhelming the scene with too many details. Another reason I love using gray tone is that they allow me to create lighting effects. The mist glow around the moon and the fog background give the scene an eerie, supernatural feel. So that's breakdown of my inking process for this Norfrica cover. By carefully choosing brushing, balancing line weight, using strong black and white contrast and incorporating gray tones, I was able to bring these intense battles to life. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more inking breakdowns. Let me know what you think of the techniques I use or if you have any question. Thanks for watching and I will see you soon on the next one. Bye bye.